All right, what's going on, guys? What's going on? This is your boy AB gonna do my weekly analysis right now. Just finished doing a quick review of last week's. So DXY looks kind of scary right now. Well, not scary, but it just looks like it's tripping right now. It's currently at this obvious zone that it's been rejecting off of, and I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the weekly time frame. Mark this zone off. I like seeing those oversolds. I love seeing those oversolds, but hopefully those aren't ones that are fake oversolds. But anyways, let's see how far back this goes. Okay, so this isn't even, I don't even like this where the US dollar is at kind of. I mean, yeah, we do have this wick that's right here. Wait, is it a wick even? I hate how much stuff is on the chart right now. Yeah, a wick right there. But then price had previously gone down a little lower, which I'm gonna mark that off as a watch for that to see what will go on. I didn't even look at news or anything like that to see what's happening this week. I mean, it might be NFP week because it's gonna be the first Friday of the month, and I hate how slow that is right now. There, that's so much better. All right, so um, I'm currently watching the DXY. Like on the weekly time frame, it's showing that it's like oversold like a couple of times, but like I don't care for trying to buy off of oversolds or overbought sometimes. But just because of where it's at exactly, and even on the hourly time frame is calling for it, I might be down to get into an aggressive buy question mark on the US dollar for it to go bullish. Let me go on the 15-minute time frame real quick and see what it looks like. It's on the 15-minute. It's currently at the lower danger zone, but the RSI line's all the way up here, and it's just called for a sell. Like, wait, is it when market open? No, it's around right here that where markets open. So it's just been down right here ever since I'm guessing last week on Friday. So what I'm gonna just wait and see. I don't I want I low key want to be that risky trader and try to get into trades on like how it is right now. But oopsies. So yeah, and this is also calling for sell. So it's kind of risky to try to sell or I mean like buy anything with the US dollar in the front. It's kind of risky to do that. But at the same time, it looks pretty kind of good. And I wouldn't be surprised if price came down here to 91.30 or I mean 91.20 as well. So that can be a possibility. But let's go ahead and check out USD pairs because like I said, other than that, there's nothing really we can work on based on waiting. I mean, other than based on seeing exactly what the US dollar is going to do at the zone. It's either it breaks it or it respects it and then goes bullish, or vice versa. Who knows? All right. So Euro USD, same thing basically. boom. Same thing basically. Price can come up all the way up to even 1.9, I mean 1.19600 up here, and it could break through, or it could respect right here and then go bearish. But as of right now, it's very hard to tell because nothing is telling you that it wants to go bearish as of yet. And even on the 15-minute time frame, I really wish y'all could listen to this music that I'm listening to. It just makes me able to concentrate better. But there are some people that they just can't hear it, and it is what it is. But yeah, Euro USD, same thing. It's still calling for the bullish, even on the 15-minute time frame. So yeah, you can try to catch it from the top and try to sell it, but again, there's nothing really telling me quite yet to try to sell this. So I'd rather just wait, even if it's for the 15-minute for me to tell me to sell. If the 15-minute tells me to sell, then for sure I'll take the sell. Cause I do like where it's at, and I do like it rejected right there. But I again want to get at least the 15 minutes to tell me, okay, it's time to sell. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the arbitrage. Tell me to short and create. And what I'll do is, let's just say that it tells me to short like right here. What I'll do is I'll short up down to the right here. Now that is a terrible. I mean, it is a 1-to-1 risk to reward trade, but this is where I would take partials at. I wouldn't necessarily pull the all my trades out of this. Oh wait, what the heck? No, actually, I'm tripping. There you go. Oh, look at that. It's even a little better, like a 1.3. And that's like where it's at currently right now, where you won't even have to worry about price getting hit from these highs. Like you even put it a little lower. But again, wait, why? Oh wait, no, yeah. And again, it's just to see like you can get to this trade and then put your stop loss at break even and take partials right here, but then see how far down this goes. You get what I'm saying? This like that's what I'm gonna probably end up doing. But I need to see exactly how these next couple of 15-minute trades happen. But this would be the ideal entry where price would probably call for the sell, and then for it to drop down to the RSI line or even the lower upper danger zone, and that would be probably like a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, which is whatever to me. So again, gotta wait and see how it plays out really. It's all good, Lorraine. No worries. No worries. That's why I record, right? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. So yeah, that's for Euro USD. Let's go on ahead to AUD USD. I know, right? I usually go to GBP USD first, but I want to look at AU real quick. Why do I forget that I can do that. All right. AUD USD. Let's forget about all those drawings that I have. Go to the daily. AUD USD is a beast. This thing has been bullish for how many days now? Just making higher highs. I mean, it was very bearish for a very long time. I remember Last year was a very bearish year on AUD USD. But yeah, AUD USD is a beast. It's just gone super bearish. And so what I can see now at this point, because it did break, it didn't even retest this. That's the sucky part. It didn't even come and retest this little support that it broke through at first. But AUD USD, it's rough, man. It's rough trying to even think of selling this because it's just been going so high. I mean, it just showed this oversold right here, so we could potentially see price drop down a little bit. So you can probably get a good scalp off of that. Like, don't be in a sell for too long. But yeah, this is just. I'm going to weekly real quick, actually. See exactly where it's at. On the weekly time frame, it's at the 2 deviations, so that's something to watch for. And it's also at this zone right here. It didn't necessarily touch there quite yet, but so I'll just draw that down a little more. That's cool, right? And this is on a weekly time frame, so that's pretty. It's pretty interesting how this is going to play out. Is it going to respect this? Is it going to drop down or retest this little zone that it was at previously? Or what's going to happen? Like, because like previously, price went up, down, then dropped. So gotta wait and see how this plays out. I'm looking at the 15-minute time frame though on this personally to try to see if I can get a good possible, like I said, scalp or something like that. Let's see. I hate how laggy this gets sometimes. Okay. So, like I mentioned, on the weekly time frame, price is also at the 2 deviations on arbitrage. So that could, and this is at a weekly support. So that could be a very strong indication that we might get some rejections. So on the 15-minute time frame, I'm going to set up an alert for selling, create, and I'm going to wait and see if this is going to drop down. And then I'll potentially get into a trade. Now, realistically speaking, I do kind of want to sell right here and have a very, very small stop loss, like a 10 pip stop loss. That's probably actually what I'm exactly going to do. And then sell it down to the lower danger zone. I mean the upper danger zone on the 1 hour. And then if it drops down to right here, my stop loss is at break even. This is a 1-to-4 risk to reward ratio. Yeah, I'm definitely getting into this right now, actually. And like I said, I'm going to hold it. Well, not hold it, but actually, yes, I am going to hold it and see exactly how it plays out. Because it could very well just sell from right here. Oh, why is my phone taking forever? Come on now. Oh, it's because I'm connected to the internet that's in the living room. But yeah, I'm going to definitely get into this sell. And then, like I said, I'm risking 10 pips to get 50 pips. That's a pretty decent trade. And I'm also gonna take partials over here, a good amount of partials, and then I will look to get into a hold on. Look to see if I'm gonna hold the trade or if I'm gonna go ahead and let it loose. We'll see what happens. So let me go ahead and do that right now. All right. Let's go on ahead and go on to GBP USD. Remove drawing. Okay, so GU, same thing as AU basically at the zone. I really wasn't expecting GU to come up to the zone, but hey, the market does what it wants. And one thing that I am watching on right here where price is at, let me actually go ahead and hide this for a second, is that on the arbitrage indicator, we have the trend line that's on the weekly time frame that's going from right here all the way to where price is currently at. And this is also where I have this zone at. So what I'm watching right now for GU is obviously some bearish reaction. I want GU to start looking like it's going to drop and stuff like that because again, like on the weekly time frame, we have both that trend line on the arbitrage indicator. We also have the this is a weekly zone that price is at. So that's another reason why I'm looking to sell GU currently right now. Now, you could let me drop this a little lower. There we go. So I'm currently watching to see what price does right here, and then we could see how that plays out further. Going into the 15-minute time frame, good rejection off of that, and we could see that this is setting up for a sell. I'm going to go ahead and just set my alert for a sell for the 15-minute time frame for me to get into it as well as all the other pairs. Not really going to look into trying to sell that right now. We did get into this AUD USD sell and it did wick up a little bit, but I'm not really concerned. So we're going to go ahead and set this up real quick. And for a short, and then create. And then we will see how that plays out for GBP USD. And so, and guys, I have my watch list here. These are the pairs that I'm just going to be looking over from now on. So go ahead and get a good look. These are the pairs that I'm only going to be looking at. Personally, I just rather have a watch list. I got that advice actually from Peyton. When I was waiting for my computer to start to act right, he's like, "Oh, just make a watch list." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you're right." And then I'm just like, "Well, I should just have a watch list that I'm just trading off of. Period, regardless, right?" So, all right. So GA last week I had mentioned that I wanted to see after that bullish move for it to come down and retest where it's currently. Hold on, let me go on the daily. I like where it's at right now. Okay. Daily time frame. Okay. So I had mentioned that I wanted to see price come down to this zone where it's currently at, and we're currently respecting this zone a little like nicely. Let me actually put this a little lower since it did come in wick right here. There. So that's where I kind of wanted to actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove all this so I can see it a little better. But not liking how the price is under the RSI line at this point right now. But again, like I said, what I wanted to see in the first place was for price to break through this zone where it was at and retest it, which is currently what it's doing right now, right? I had this, I had it looking like this, and so now that we have that, I want to see if the price is going to hold and continue to go upwards, or if it's going to keep dropping, right? And so on the 15-minute time frame, I don't really like how it looks, so I'm not even going to watch that right now. I just want to see how price is going to react towards on this zone right here. And since AUD USD, I do expect it to drop. That could be an indication for this to keep going higher, but I want to see how that plays out. On the weekly time frame, though, want to point this out real quick. On the weekly time frame, we do see that price is, like I said, we got the price, it broke down, and then it was respecting this, then it broke out, retest. So I want to see how it's going to handle, and this is at the weekly lower danger zone, so it could potentially keep going drop lower to even to 1.80242, but I doubt that's what's going to happen. I do expect price to go bullish, so I am watching for that for GA. Okay. I'm going to go on ahead and go on to. So right now I'm watching for Euro USD. I'm watching GP USD. I need to put AUD USD on this list. Forgot to. Come on now. You know what? Forget it. Not even going to put it right now, but you guys know that's on my watch list. I'm going to go ahead and go on into Euro AUD because I kind of expecting the same thing as with them GA here. All right, so EA. Do that real quick. What is you? There we go. So EA broke through the zone that I had previously, but I still need, well, I don't need that specific one. I'll just draw a new one. All right, and so price has came back down to this zone. I like seeing those oversolds right there, and you can also extend this trend line that the indicator popped up that is still kind of respecting that trend line right there. But yeah, I do like seeing that where price is came back down to. It came back down to the zone that's hit once, twice, and this is the third time that it's hitting here. Right now, I'm just watching the 15-minute time frame. It looks way better. EA looks way better, in my opinion, than GA for this potential buy. So I am gonna I'm gonna get into the buy for EA. Okay, I do like that because I like where it's sitting at, and I'm gonna probably tell CJ this, and he'll probably get the same thing. But yeah, I'm liking the buy right now. I like the zone that it's at. I just want to see how it reacts right here. There is this trend line that arbitrage is already drawn out, and you see the oversold. So let's see how this plays out. But I like the buy on EA, so I'm gonna hop in that as well as with the AUD USD sell. Okay, so that's with Euro AUD. Oops, let me put this. This is not green. I need to change this to red. Euro AUD. Same with Euro GEP. Like it's like this. They have both. For me personally, I kind of think that these Europeans are going to go bullish. There we go. Let me come up on here. Now with Euro AUD, it's kind of tricky because it's broken through this downtrend line that it had. But the reason why I am liking the buys right now is because of this support where it's sitting at right here. Yeah, all this support. Ooh. Right there, boom. So I do see that it has a support right here that it's holding at. It did call for that buy. couple hours, like an hour and a half ago. So I'm looking for buying this as well, but getting into this Euro GBP buy and holding it and seeing where it will take me. So I seen that. If it comes up to right there, go on the 1 hour time frame real quick and see what that's looking like, because it's probably as well setting up for a buy. Why? So let's go buy. I would want to start to look for a price to like partials, and I move my stop loss to break even. So if price goes back down, then hey, it is what it is. It's like 0.89400 area, because that's where the RSI line is at. But I do want to see EG keep buying. So on the 15-minute time frame, what I'm going to do is set my alert to tell me when to get out of this trade. I have not gone in yet, but I do like seeing this bearish candle, so I get a better position on it. But it's already called for the buy. Let me set up the sell or the long exit all, so it can tell me when to get out of this trade, right? And that's for Euro GBP. I like the buy very much so. So right now I'm currently buying EA, buying EG, and selling AUD USD. Let's go ahead and look at. I'm not going to look at any cryptocurrencies, not as of right now. Kind of waiting on, kind of doing some research or something. I want to see if I am gonna be getting into it. It do have something to do with cryptocurrency, but like I said, I'm gonna wait on that. And wow, Euro NZD dropped. I wasn't expecting that, but I do like this break, and well, no, it's not like a break and retest, but I do like where it's sitting at currently. There is this little daily, well, not little, but this daily zone right here that Euro NZD is at, and it is still currently holding at this level. I wouldn't be surprised if it dropped a little lower, but I do like seeing this 15-minute call for the buy. So this is also another trade that I'm going to set up a buy for. On the 15-minute, I like where it's sitting at. Would put this down here a little lower, but and then set this up for the long exit all. So if it sells, then hey, I could just get out of the trade. It's not that serious. But I like where, like I said, I like where it's sitting at, and I like the buy call on the 15-minute time frame. Things are looking good. So we'll see how that plays out. Okay, so I got EA, EG, EN, and AUD USD all selling. S&P, let me first of all not put that on anything right now. S&P, as of right now, I'm kind of iffy on it. It's way too bullish, and I don't want to try to get into a buy right now, nor do I want to get into a sell. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to be patient on it. I'm going to let it do its thing, and I'll come back to it tomorrow. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this at yellow. And then gold, I had mentioned on my review that I'm going to be posting up probably like right after I post this up, but it came to the first, like my first take profit level that I mentioned that it would go up to once it comes back down to 1915, and it did it perfectly. Came back down here, wicked the entry, or not even wicked it, but it came down to this entry and then went bullish. It played out perfectly. And so I'm just waiting to see what happens next with gold. It might go short term for a sell, but I'm not looking for a sell. I'm actually wanted to come. Let me go over here real quick. I'm actually looking at it to see if it's going to come back to 2020, if it's going to reject right here and then drop once more to start just, consolidating between this 1972 or 1973 area to 1950 area. So I'm gonna be watching how that plays out. The 15-minute does look like it wants to set up for the sell, but I'll just go ahead and set the alert to get in it if it does sell. But I'm not really a gold trader, although I should. But like I mentioned in my review, every time I don't trade gold, it's like, oh well, when I don't trade gold, then it does what I want it to do. But then when I do trade gold, it doesn't do what I want it to do sometimes. But yeah, but that's for so far for what I have for these the trades that I'm looking at for right now. I'll take a look at Bitcoin. Why not? So I had tried to get into a sell on Bitcoin, and as you can see why, it was literally right at the date, like right under the RSI line, and I was like, oh, this looks good for a sell. And so I tried to get into a sell on that, but then price took me out of the trade at break even. I'm still looking to see how this plays out for the sell, but I'm just gonna be, like I said, I'm just patient right now. It's been pretty bullish for the past couple of hours, so I'm just gonna be a little patient on Bitcoin and wait to see what happens with that. Ripple, on the other hand, though, might give us an opportunity for us to get into it because, well, it gave us the sell right there, but it might be doing the same thing as Bitcoin. So you might want to wait on out on this sell. Although it did give us, yes, it did give us a nice sell right here. You might want to wait for a couple hours for this to give rejections, or this can just blow up and keep going past 32 cents. Which, like I said, I'm kind of leaning toward buying this right now. Well, not right now, but it looks like it's gonna go bullish. So but like I said, wait on Ripple to give some rejections at where its current level. Let me just draw that out. Right here. You'd want for, even if it came to 29 cents, for it to hold and then drop before trying to sell Ripple. But if not, then hey, it's gonna buy. So yeah, Ripple is actually something that I might be watching as well. Put it on the red. And yeah, guys, so that's my analysis for the day. I'll wait for this to hurry up and finish converting, and then I'll try to mix up the first part and this part together, and then send it out to you guys. So thanks for watching. If you're watching the recording, and for those who did hop on the previous one, I appreciate you guys. And yeah, let's make some money this week.